and you were very relaxed while doing the endodontic treatment of a lower molar, and everything was going well. The pulp chamber was clearly visible, all the thing was done very properly. Suddenly you take your rotary endomotor and start preparing the canal, and suddenly you feel that your rotary files are moving effortlessly. You feel that there is something happening in your stomach. You take the file out and you see that now your 25 mm file measures 21 mm. What to do now? Now you have to tell the patient that you have separated the file in the patient tooth. What to do? So my name is Dr. Shabista Javi and you are watching Clinical Dentistry Hub. So today we are going to talk about what are the consequences of file separation inside a tooth, whether you should obturate it on or you should try to remove the separated instrument. Because there are so many criteria over there that you should leave the separated instrument there only and obturate then and there. Some says no, you have to remove it because it causes the failure of the root canal. So basically what happened in the earlier time when researches was not that much done at that time, as it is mentioned in the Grossman book, it says that these separated instruments, they serve as a obturating material. In the earlier times silver cone were used as an obturating material, so compared to that these stainless steel files are also seen as an obturating material, so you obturate over it, nothing to do. So this was the stories of an earlier time, but now I will tell you what are the latest research which has been came in according to the American Academy of Endodontic, what it says, what you have to do, whether you should leave it, whether you should try to bypass it or anything else which can be done. So please watch the full video so that you don't miss out any important content from my channel. So let's just begin. What basically, have you ever thought about what are the criteria which causes fracture of your instrument in the patient's tooth? So the first thing is that the fatigue of the instrument. You have to take care of the fatigue also of the instrument. You have to check the viral binding which is done over the instrument, whether it is opened or not. If it is opened, just discard the instrument then and there only. Now there are in this image, as you can see, that there are now flowery image, these tip placed on the file. You can see that when you use it for one time, you have to prick one tip out from it. If you use it for the second time, you have to do that again, and third time, and so on, so that you'll become to know that how many times you have to use that file. Agar 10 bar you have used it, now you don't need to use it now. That means you can discard the file and open the new pack. Whereas in the case of NiTi file breakage chances are not that much. Basically it is said that these are memory shaped file breakage chances कम होंगे, फाइल नहीं टूटेगी इतना. बट क्या होता है NiTi फाइल में, वी डू नॉट कम टू नो अबाउट द फटीग ऑफ द इंस्ट्रूमेंट, तो सेपरेशन के चांसेस वहाँ भी ज़्यादा होते हैं. So let's just talk about the recent criteria according to the American Academy of Endodontics, what they say that whether you have to do it or not. So basically you all might have faced the separated instrument in the patient tooth wala scene. So there are two criteria, what you have to do in the case of vital tooth and in the case of non-vital tooth. Let's just first discuss about the vital tooth. So what basically happens is, in the case of vital tooth, if there is no such large infection over there, you have cleared up the file, and then in this category also you have three criteria. If the file separation occurs in the apical third, in the middle third, and in the cervical third. If your file separation occurs in the apical third, what you have to do not try to remove the file. Just take another working length, prepare it up to that area and obturate it then and there only. In the case of middle, if it is in the middle area, what do you have to do? You always try to bypass the instrument then and there. Bypass the instrument and then obturate it to the new working length. In the second case, if it is in the cervical third, you have to bypass the instrument. You have no other option. Cervical third mein file, you cannot obturate then and there. That means you haven't cleared up till the apical area. How can you obturate into the cervical area? So you have to remove the file. You have to do the bypass. If you are unable to bypass the file, then you should try to remove the file. You should try to retrieve the instrument then and there using there are a lot amount of ultrasonic instrument which is available there, where you use the grasping movement and you pull the file out. Initially you use GG drills. I'll make separate video on how to do the file retrieval systems. So basically, have you ever thought about what are the consequences it causes to the, sometimes it is said that you try to bypass the file, plus have you ever thought about that you are trying to bypass the file, but what you're causing damage to the unnecessary removal of the dentine. So what basically happens, that there is separated file in the canal, you try to remove it, try to create a bypass area, and in these steps of creating a bypass area, you try to remove the unnecessary dentine. You are digging it, and sometimes it leads to the perforation also. So plus file separation to hai, you have done the perforation also. So in those cases where you can leave the file over there, just leave it and obturate it, and keep the cases on follow up so as to see if there is no such post endodontic problems occurs in such cases. So this was the criteria of the vital tooth. So now about the non-vital tooth. If you have non-vital tooth, then basically it depends upon the two criteria: whether your instrument is separated or fractured before you have done the cleaning and shaping, and in the second case your file is separated after major cleaning and shaping is done. So if your instrument is separated after major cleaning and shaping is done, that means you have prepared the canal up to the file size of 30, taking the criteria again of the apical middle and the cervical third. If it is in apical third, you have to follow the same criteria as in the case of the vital pulp. You try to remove as much amount of cleaning and shaping you can do with the help of hand instrument. Better to use hand instrument at that, because you are already caused so much trauma to that area. So using that, obturated there, only use continuous irrigation of sodium hypochlorite. If it occurs in the middle third, you try to bypass the instrument as much as part possible. If there is the instrument separation occurs in the middle third, you try to bypass it and obturate it then and there only. And in case you feel that there is in the post endodontic follow-up area, you feel that there is large palliapical area, then you tend to do the apical surgery. If the file separation has occurred in the cervical third, better is that you try to retrieve the file without causing minimum loss to the dentine. So this was the criteria when you have done the major cleaning and shaping and then file fractured occurs. Now the criteria of when you haven't done the major cleaning and shaping and fractured of the file has occurred, what you will do in that. Now in that case you have two options, that if your bypass is highly successful and your bypass is not successful. If your bypass is highly successful, do continuous irrigation with sodium hypochlorite and then obturate it then and there only. You do not try to remove the instrument. Better is that you bypass it. What if your bypass is not that successful? In that cases, if your bypass is not successful, you haven't cleared the canal so much, then you have to do the continuous sodium hypochlorite irrigation and have to give calcium hydroxide intracanal as an intracanal medicament for up to 2 weeks. Keep the follow-up. If the patient is asymptomatic, obturate it. Keep the patient on a follow-up to see the post-endodontic failure, if it occurs or not. If there is post-endodontic failure, periapical surgery, and then you can go for the periapical surgery if in the follow-up it shows any post-endodontic treatment result. This was all about the treatment modality of the separated instrument inside the patient tooth. If you have liked this video, please click the like button and do mention in the comment section if you have any problem, or you can message me on the Instagram or with the channel name of Clinical Dentistry Hub. If you are new to my channel, please click the red color subscribe button so that you do not miss out any important notification from my channel. I'm signing it off. Take care. Bye bye.